Alright guys, this is first night of night shift overwatch on this hog feeder. It's kind of difficult to see down here about 400 yards out right in the crook of these trees. Sitting in here, Mr. James McAllister. You can't see him because it's dark. He's the honcho over at Seneca Sports Optics. We got a local rifle builder, Larry McCorkle, hanging out with us tonight. So we're hopefully going to get down here, see these Moultrie lights kick on underneath this feeder here real quick, and put some match bullets through some hogs. Here tonight to try something a little bit different. We've got a Moultrie feeder and a Moultrie motion sensor light system sitting down at 400 yards. Pull these hogs in at night and try to make a long range shot and stick with the whole theme of the group. We had a heck of a pig come in tonight, probably say 250, 300 pound hog come in. We made a hit. I think we hit him a little far back, or we hit him in the plate. Very little sign. We didn't really want to follow him up in the middle of the dark because he was a stud. So we're gonna come back in the morning and look for him. But as usual, I'm running a Clements Firearms rifle and suppressor system. This one's in 6.5 Creedmoor, built on a true and blueprinted Remington action by Dustin Clements and out there at CFA. I'm running their American QD system and a Vortec optic. Tonight was kind of an Athlon demo night, so I'm kind of the odd duck out. I'm sure that's why the hog didn't just drop instantly. But let James give you a little rundown on this Athlon optic.
Yeah, tonight we was trying out the Aries BTR first focal plane scope. It's their new scope that they came out with. They sent us a demo model to try and to use for the next couple months. It won't be till the end of March, 1st of April before the full shipment comes in and they'll be available to the public. But we had Larry McCorkle with Larry's Gun Works. He was shooting it tonight. He was shooting it on a custom built 6.5 Grendel that he had made. So looks like everything worked great, and we for sure had solid hit on him. But we'll be back tomorrow to see if we can't find him. Galen, he's with what's your?
Oh, Clements Firearms.
Clements Firearms, and he's a long-range shooter, shoots a lot of competition shoots. So he came down with us, and then this is Larry McCorkle again. He's with Larry's Gun Works. He's the one that had the Aries BTR first focal plane demo scope tonight. We did have some hogs come in, and we did get a shot at a hog. I'm going to let Galen say a little piece, and then Larry, he can tell us how the scope worked for him.
Yeah, we had a pretty solid hog come in tonight. I'd say probably up around 250, 300 pounds. We made the hit on him. I just think we hit him a little far back. This shooting into lights from 400 yards out is a new thing for me. Probably new for all of us. Yeah. But yeah, tonight I was shooting the 6.5 Creedmoor built by Clements Firearms. My rifle's topped with a Vortec. I'm sure Larry and James will throw that out there. That's probably the reason why I didn't instantaneously kill him. I didn't have an Athlon, so we're working on that. But I'm just glad we got to come out and do it tonight. Blast sitting out here and waiting on these hogs. We'll be doing it again for sure, tweaking our lights, and we're going to get this figured out.
Larry, how did your scope perform as far as being able to see 400 yards out in the dark with a little green light?
It was pretty awesome. I had the reticle turned down to low and seen the perfect silhouette of the hog when I squeezed off on him. I think we had a solid hit. We might have just hit him in a plate or something and had a little bit of a penetration problem, but we definitely hit that thing at 400 yards in the dark, and I think that's just pretty cool.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get a dead pig soon to prove we can get this done.
We'll get it done.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out.
We're not gonna give up that easy.
I'm back down this morning where we had our hog hunt last night, and I'm going to see if I can retrieve the hog that we had hit. And as you can see up on top of the hill, we've got a blind that we were sitting in. It's exactly 400 yards down to the feeder. There's a few things that we learned last night on trying to film a night hunt. It's a lot harder than filming something in the daytime. All right, checking in the daylight around the feeder last night, it was hard to find much blood, but all this dozed ground that's wet. But I did find a couple spots of blood, but there's kind of hard to show up in this dirt. But I did find a chunk of oh, it's a piece of like gristle that's got some blood on it that he got hit. It probably looks like something off of a jaw or part of the head. So we'll see if we can't pick up some kind of blood trail. And all right, it's hard to see kind of where the feeder is with the sun shining, but there's this old dry creek come along here, and I have tracked this hog. We came along and I found some more blood. You can kind of see what we're dealing with. We found a piece of gristle over at the feeder. Then off this dry creek, we found where he crossed. Kind of hard to tell, but there's some blood right there. I've kind of my hand, and you can see that there's some blood on it. The hog is definitely was hit last night. I tracked him right on along. Kind of hard getting through this, but got over into here. As you can see, it's pretty thick, and there's a lot of these old dozer piles. But the last blood I found is right in here, where he was hit pretty good, on some rocks leading off into one of these dozer decks. I will get over to the other side and kind of pick up a little footage so you can see what we're dealing with. All right, I've made it to the other side of these dozer piles, and as you can see, I've done a lot of clearing. Lining this timber is piles and piles of trees that we've put into piles, and this goes for about a half a mile down through here. The last place we found blood was going in to one of these dozer piles. There's big burrows under there, so I'm not sure where the hog is, but I'm pretty sure that he has expired just due to the blood that we found and the bone fragment.